Hey, I want to ask you something right now. How many of you walk every single day, maybe 20 minutes, maybe 30, and you still feel like your legs are weak, your balance is off, or you're just not as steady on your feet as you used to be? You're doing everything right, you're showing up, you're moving, and yet something is still missing. Here's what I've been telling my patients for over 40 years. Walking is good, but it's not enough. Not after 60. Not if you want to feel truly strong, balanced, and confident on your feet. Today, I'm going to show you 5 exercises that do what walking simply cannot. And I promise you, if you add these to your routine, you are going to feel the difference in days. Not weeks, days. Let's get into it. My name is Dr. Alan Mandell. I've been a practicing chiropractor and natural health educator for over 4 decades, and I've worked with thousands of men and women just like you, people over 60 who are motivated, who are trying, and who deserve straight answers about what their body actually needs. So let me give you the truth about walking. Walking is a fantastic habit. It keeps your heart healthy, it supports your mood, it keeps your joints moving. I am absolutely not telling you to stop walking. Keep walking. But here's what walking does not do. After the age of 60, your body begins to lose muscle mass at a rate of 1 to 2% every single year. This is called sarcopenia, the gradual loss of muscle, and it affects your legs, your hips, your core, the muscles that hold you upright, the muscles that keep you from stumbling, the muscles that give you that confident, powerful stride. Now, walking only moves your body in one direction, forward and back. It barely challenges your hip stabilizers, it skips your glutes almost entirely, and it does very little to train the balance system deep inside your brain and your joints, the system that keeps you from falling when you step off a curb or reach for something on a high shelf. Falls are the #1 cause of injury-related death in Americans over 65. Every year, more than 36,000 older adults in the United States die as a result of a fall. That is not a scare tactic. That is a fact. And most of those falls are preventable. So today, we're going to fix this, together. These 5 exercises target exactly what walking misses. They are safe, they are effective, and almost every single one of them can be done right in your living room without any equipment at all. Are you ready? Let's go. The first exercise is called the sit to stand, and it might be the single most important movement you can do for your independence. Here's why. Think about how many times a day you sit down and stand up. From your chair, from the toilet, from the car, from the couch. Every single one of those moments requires your quadriceps, the front of your thighs, your glutes, and your core. And these are exactly the muscles that weaken fastest as we age. Studies have actually shown that the ability to get up from the floor, a similar movement pattern, is one of the strongest predictors of longevity. How well you can stand up from a seated position tells doctors a great deal about how long and how independently you will live. That's how important this is. Here's how to do it correctly and safely. Start with a sturdy chair. A kitchen chair or a dining chair works perfectly. Sit toward the front edge of the seat. Your feet should be flat on the floor, about hip-width apart. Now, lean slightly forward from your hips, not your back, and push through your heels to stand up. Stand tall. Then slowly lower yourself back down, controlling the movement. Don't drop, lower. That slow, controlled lowering is called an eccentric contraction, and it is incredibly powerful for building muscle strength. So resist the urge to just fall back into the seat. Own that descent. Start with 8 to 10 repetitions. As you get stronger, try to do 3 sets. And here's how you progress. Begin with a higher chair, or even add a firm pillow to raise the seat height. As your legs get stronger, remove the pillow. Eventually, you work toward a standard chair height and even lower. One important tip: if you feel any sharp knee pain, make sure your knees are tracking over your second toe, not caving inward. And push through the heels, not the toes. I tell every one of my patients this: the day you stop standing up easily is the day your independence starts to slip away. This exercise gives it back to you. The second exercise is called tandem walking, also known as heel-to-toe walking, and it is the single best exercise I know for fall prevention. Let me explain what's happening in your body when you lose balance. Deep inside your joints, especially in your ankles, knees, and hips, there are tiny sensors called proprioceptors. Their job is to send signals to your brain, telling it exactly where your body is in space. When these sensors slow down, which happens with age, inactivity, and certain medications, your brain gets slower, fuzzier signals. And that half-second delay is what causes falls. Tandem walking wakes those sensors back up. It forces your brain and your balance system to work together in a way that regular walking simply doesn't demand. Here's how to do it. Stand near a wall or hold the back of a sturdy chair for safety. Now, place one foot directly in front of the other, heel touching toe, like you're walking a tightrope. Take slow, deliberate steps forward, keeping your arms out gently for balance. Look straight ahead, not down at your feet. Start with just 10 steps forward, then carefully turn and walk back. As you get more confident, try to do it without touching the wall. And for the advanced version, close your eyes for just 2 or 3 steps. I know that sounds scary, but closing your eyes removes your visual compensation and forces your proprioceptive system to work on its own. That is where real balance training happens. Now, here is a number I want you to remember. Falls cost the American healthcare system over $50 billion every single year. And behind every one of those statistics is a real person, a mother, a grandfather, a neighbor, whose life changed in an instant. This exercise is your insurance policy. Take it seriously. Practice this every single day, even just 5 minutes. Your brain is capable of incredible adaptation at any age. Give it the right training, and it will respond. Exercise number 3 is the glute bridge. And I want to tell you right now, this is the exercise most seniors are missing, and it could change everything. Let me ask you something. When you watch an older person walk, maybe you've noticed this in yourself. Do you see a slight shuffle, a forward lean, a kind of cautious, tentative step? That is almost always a sign of weak glutes. Your gluteal muscles, the muscles in your buttocks, are the largest, most powerful muscles in your entire body. They control your pelvis, stabilize your spine, extend your hip with every step you take, and protect your lower back. When they're strong, you walk tall and confident. When they're weak, everything else compensates, and that compensation leads to pain, instability, and injury. Here's the beautiful thing about the glute bridge. You do it lying down. It is completely safe for your knees, your back, and your joints, and it is devastatingly effective. Here's how to do it. Lie on your back on a firm surface, a yoga mat on the floor, or even your bed if getting down is difficult. Bend your knees, feet flat on the floor, about hip-width apart. Your arms rest at your sides. Now, take a breath in. As you exhale, press through your heels, squeeze your glutes tight, and lift your hips up toward the ceiling. Your body should form a straight line from your shoulders to your knees. Hold at the top for 2 full seconds. Really squeeze those glutes. Then slowly lower back down. Do 10 to 15 repetitions. And here is a progression that makes this exercise even more powerful. Once you're comfortable, try the single leg bridge. Extend one leg straight and perform the bridge on just one foot. This challenges your hip stabilizers and your core in a completely different way. Weak glutes equal a shuffling walk. Strong glutes equal a confident stride. It's that simple. And you can build that strength starting today, lying right there on your living room floor. Exercise number 4 is the standing hip abduction, and this one targets a group of muscles that walking almost completely ignores. These are the muscles on the outside of your hips, your hip abductors, including the gluteus medius, and their job is to stabilize your pelvis every time you take a step. Every single time your foot lifts off the ground, these muscles are working to keep you from tipping to one side. When they're weak, you get what's called a Trendelenburg gait, that slight drop of the hip with every step. It's subtle at first, but over time it creates knee pain, lower back pain, and hip pain. And more importantly, it makes you unstable. Think about the moments that actually challenge you in real life. Stepping off a curb, climbing stairs, stepping over a dog toy on the floor, walking on uneven ground. All of these require strong, responsive hip abductors, and this exercise builds exactly that. Here's how to do it. Stand behind a sturdy chair, holding the back lightly for balance. Just fingertips, not a death grip. Stand tall. Now, slowly lift your right leg out to the side, keeping your leg straight and your body upright. Don't lean to the left. Keep your torso still. Hold for 1 second at the top, then slowly lower. Do 10 to 12 repetitions on each side. For progression, add a resistance band around your ankles. You can find these for just a few dollars online or at any sporting goods store. Even a light band adds significant challenge to this movement. And here is something I want you to picture. The next time you climb a flight of stairs, you want both legs to be equally strong and confident. You want to step up and push through without hesitation. This exercise builds that power, the lateral strength that walking never touches. And the 5th exercise, one that most people underestimate enormously, is the calf raise. Now you might be thinking, Dr. Mandell, calf raises? Really? Isn't that just for athletes? Let me tell you why this might be the most important exercise on this entire list for your heart and your circulation. Your calf muscle is sometimes called the second heart, and here's why. Every time your calf contracts, every single time, it squeezes the deep veins in your lower leg and pushes blood back up toward your heart. Without strong, active calf muscles, blood can pool in your lower legs. That's what causes swelling. That's what causes the heavy, tired feeling at the end of the day. And over time, poor circulation in the legs contributes to a host of serious health issues. Strong calves also play a vital role in balance and ankle stability. Your ankle is your first line of defense against a fall. When it's strong and responsive, you can catch yourself. When it's weak, you can't. Here's how to do a calf raise. Stand behind your sturdy chair, holding lightly for balance, feet hip-width apart. Now, rise up onto the balls of your feet as high as you can go. Really lift. Hold for 1 second at the top. Then slowly lower back down. The lowering phase is just as important as the lift. Control it. Start with 10 to 15 repetitions. Work up to 3 sets. For those of you with knee or balance concerns, you can also do seated calf raises. Sit in your chair with both feet flat on the floor and lift your heels while keeping your toes down. It's less demanding, but still activates that critical calf pump. And here's a bonus tip I love. Combine your calf raises with toe raises. After you lower your heels, lift your toes off the ground instead, dorsiflexion. This works the tibialis anterior, the muscle on the front of your shin, and dramatically improves your ankle's proprioceptive sensitivity. Calf raise, lower, toe raise, lower, back and forth. It's simple, it's powerful, and it takes less than 3 minutes. Take care of your second heart, and your second heart will take care of you. All right, so now you have 5 powerful exercises. Let me show you exactly how to put them together into a routine you can actually stick to. I recommend doing this routine 3 times per week. Monday, Wednesday, Friday works beautifully, or any 3 non-consecutive days. Each session should take you about 20 to 25 minutes. That's it. Here's your simple structure. Start with a 2-minute warm-up. Just march gently in place or do some slow ankle circles and knee lifts to get the blood moving. Then move through the 5 exercises in order. 1. Sit to stand. 3 sets of 10 repetitions. 2. Tandem walking. 3 passes of 10 steps forward and back. 3. Glute bridge. 3 sets of 12 repetitions. 4. Standing hip abduction. 2 sets of 12 on each leg. 5. Calf raises with toe raises. 3 sets of 15. Rest 30 to 60 seconds between sets. Breathe. Don't rush. Finish with a gentle 2-minute cool-down stretch, a simple standing quad stretch, or a seated hamstring reach. And remember, you are absolutely still walking. Keep your daily walks, but think of walking as your maintenance and these 5 exercises as your upgrade. Walking keeps the engine running. These exercises rebuild the engine. Within 2 to 3 weeks of consistent practice, you will feel the difference. Your legs will feel more solid beneath you. Your balance will improve. You will climb stairs with more confidence. You will feel more like yourself. Before I let you go, I want to spend just a moment on safety, because you matter, and getting this right matters. First, if you have a history of heart disease, recent joint surgery, osteoporosis, or any significant orthopedic condition, please check with your physician before beginning a new exercise program. These exercises are designed to be safe and gentle, but your doctor knows your individual situation best. Second, learn to know the difference between discomfort and pain. Muscle fatigue, that burning sensation when your legs are working hard, is normal and healthy. Sharp pain in a joint, a popping sensation, or chest discomfort is your body telling you to stop. Listen to it. Third, wear supportive, flat-soled shoes with good grip. Don't exercise in socks on a hardwood or tile floor. Stability starts from the ground up. Fourth, breathe. This sounds obvious, but many people hold their breath during exertion, especially on the hard part of a movement. Exhale on the effort. Inhale on the recovery. Your muscles need oxygen to work properly. And fifth, start where you are, not where you were at 40, not where you think you should be. Start with the number of reps and sets that feel manageable for you right now, and build slowly and steadily over time. Consistency over intensity every single time. I want to close with something I truly believe with every part of my being. You are not too old. Your body is not broken. The human body, your body, has an extraordinary ability to adapt, to strengthen, and to heal at any age. I have seen it for 40 years. I have watched patients in their 70s, their 80s, come into my office barely able to walk, and 6 weeks later, climbing stairs without holding the railing. I have seen it happen over and over again. But it requires you to show up. It requires you to believe that it's worth it. And it absolutely is. These 5 exercises, sit to stand, tandem walking, glute bridges, hip abduction, and calf raises, are not just exercises. They are your declaration that you are not done, that you intend to be strong, mobile, independent, and fully alive for as many years as God gives you. Walking is beautiful. Keep walking. But give your body what it's been missing. Add these 5 movements. Be consistent, and I promise you, you will walk like you're 30 again. If this video was helpful to you, please give it a thumbs up. It helps us reach more people who need to hear this message. Subscribe to Healthy Aging America so you never miss a video. And leave a comment below telling me which exercise you're going to try first. I read every single comment, and I love hearing from you. Take care of yourself, and I will see you in the next video.